This dude's a total simp, letting some Ebony Jr. walk all over him. Now, he ain't exactly a prize himself, but hey, he's got some skills that somehow landed him a harem of girls. Problem is, his little Ebony Queen Bee ain't too happy. So here we are, club activity time. Nito's buried in some shoujo manga, totally feeling himself because he relates to the weak-willed protag. Boom! In bursts his favorite Tiny Terror, gotta see what Senpai's up to. She snatches the book like, "Yo, that's my jam too!" Turns out she digs the sassy female lead who bosses everyone around. Guess opposites attract, huh? Anyway, this little gremlin spends the rest of the time roasting Niato, making him do some whack stuff. But hey, at least he uses his napkin to clean her new kicks. Talk about whipped. Next day, Niato's walking to school, trying to figure out how to greet his little nemesis. Should he even try? Dude's scared of coming off creepy, so naturally he tries to hide like a total loser. But guess who pops up in front of him with a mischievous grin? So, this chick decides to school Senpai on how to talk to his mates. They bump fists, and next thing you know, dude trips over his own 2 feet and crashes into her crew like a bowling ball. But his new homies are chill. They just dap him up like nothing happened. Up in the art room, Nato's all focused on his masterpiece, while Nagatoro's shivering like a leaf in a hurricane. She whips out some fuzzy socks and starts bugging Senpai to wear them. This dude's a total simp, so he does what he's told. But guess what? He accidentally brushes against her thighs. Nagatoro, being the little devil she is, starts teasing him something fierce. After school, it's sushi time. The girls decide to treat Senpai, but hold up. This ain't no free lunch. They turn him into their personal sushi slave, bossing him around like he's their waiter. But then things get weird. They start mixing and matching their food, like some mad scientists in the kitchen. Senpai, bless his heart, gives it a try, and wouldn't you know it, he loves it. Nagatoro, seeing Senpai enjoying someone else's creation, gets all green with envy. She decides to play a trick on him, offering him a disgusting combo of sushi and wasabi. But plot twist, it actually turns out kinda tasty. And guess what else? Nagatoro even helps him grab some more food. Back at the club, Nagatoro rolls up on my boy Senpai again. They chill for a bit, but then she starts messing with him like usual. She tells him to close his eyes and open his mouth, and then bam, shoves something nasty down his throat. Classic Nagatoro. Later, Senpai's struggling in art club totally blocked on his drawing. Just then, his student council president bursts in. She's got tickets to the zoo, thinking it'll spark his artistic fire. Senpai asks why there are 2 tickets, and she tells him to bring his raven mistress along. Little does he know, Nagatoro was listening the whole time. The president leaves, and guess who waltzes in next? Nagatoro, all flirty and stuff, clearly fishing for a date. But Senpai's too dense to pick up on it. And finally, Senpai gets the courage to ask Nagatoro to the zoo with him on a weekend. They roll up to the zoo, but not for a date, but for Senpai to sketch some animals. But hold up. Nagatoro gets salty because Senpai's more interested in giraffes and think they look better than her. Still, she chills, for now, and tries sketching herself. But let's just say her skills are stuck in the crayon stage. Needing some serious artistic help, Nagatoro bats her eyelashes and convinces Senpai to hold her hand while she makes some pathetic attempts at drawing. This, of course, totally flusters Senpai, but hey, gotta collect those courage points. After a bunch of failed attempts and teasing, they take a break at a restaurant. Here's where things get spicy. Senpai's underclassman shows up with a date, and guess what? They judge their sketchbooks. Big mistake. Senpai, fueled by a surprising burst of courage, or maybe Nagatoro's death glare, tries to defend her honor, or maybe his own ego. Just when Senpai's about to get roasted, Nagatoro swoops in like a boss and scares the underclassmen away. Feeling all heroic, she suggests they draw one more animal. Nagatoro ditches Senpai to sketch him instead of a sloth. Sneaky. When they compare their work, Senpai notices the detail she put into his drawing, and his heart starts doing the anime heart eyes thing. Just as Senpai might be about to confess his undying love, or something, Nagatoro bursts his bubble by calling him a weird. Back at the club, Nagatoro mercilessly teases Senpai before ditching him for some girl talk with her friend. Of course, she forgets her phone because why not add a little drama? This dude, Senpai, snatches the phone, heads straight to this chick's class, but on the way there he realizes he's got nothing. No clue about her name or even where the class is. But hey, some underclassman hooks him up, points this loser in the right direction. Gets there, but the chick's nowhere to be found. Nito's sweating bullets, then sees her friend. What a move. Dudes into the classroom closet like a total creeper. Later, the chick rolls up with her crew. They're shooting the breeze for a while, talking about boys and stuff. When it's this Nagatoro chick's turn, she keeps it vague, something about digging the dudes she hangs out with. Plot twist. She checks for her phone and freaks. Left that thing behind. Her girls want to play wingman. Check out this dude she's always with. But guess what? Nato, the goofball, makes some racket in the closet, blows his cover. Nagatoro steps up, all cool like, checks out the noise. What do you know? It's her loser senpai hiding in there. He tosses her phone, all nonchalant, helps him out, then hits him with the big question. Did he hear everything they were yapping about? This dude fumbles, denies everything, and bounces out of there faster than you can say epic fail. Nagatoro's left speechless. Later that night, Niyato's pumping himself up, training for this marathon thing tomorrow. Dude goes too hard, sprains his ankle. So next day rolls around, homie's ankle feels tip-top, and he's all hyped to join the marathon. Boom. He sees Nagatoro, who throws him some props for healing up quick. But then, hold up. Nagatoro and her crew spot the club president, looking hella Suze in a bunny girl getup, absolutely smoking the competition. Naturally, they gotta challenge her, right? They think they got this ace up their sleeve, Niato, but oh no. Dude sprains his ankle again. Luckily, his homie Kai swoops in to help Abratha out. Everyone's giving it their all. Friendship power activated, and they're almost neck and neck with Madam Milkers, about to snatch that victory. But then, bam! Disqualified for being a team. That's messed up, dude. Fast forward a few days, Niato notices Nagatoro Mie from the club. Worried sick, he hits up her friends to figure out what's cracking. This socially awkward dude can barely spit it out, but luckily her crew gets the gist. Turns out his beloved Nagatoro is under the weather, got bit by something, and ain't feeling too hot. Since he knows where she lives, her friends give him notes to deliver. Now this dude's a total worrywart, so he can't just chill and ring the doorbell like a normal person. He gotta peek in, see what's up, right? Big mistake. He gets caught by Nagatoro's older sis, who's ready to call the cops faster than you can say, stalker alert. Luckily, he spills the beans about who he is and confesses his senpai status to Nagatoro's little sis. He claims he's just there to return some homework. Whew, close call. Chilling out a bit, Nagatoro's sister lets him in, but Nagatoro's catching some serious riz. No worries, though. Senpai's got eyes, and he notices Nagatoro's sister peeping his interest in her little sister's pics. She starts teasing him, trying to squeeze some dirt on that annoying brat, and spills some of Nagatoro's secrets. Just then, Nagatoro walks in and sees her beloved senpai chilling in her living room. This chick, running around the house like a headless chicken trying to get dressed, Big Sis throws pudding at her like a boss move, almost spilling all her juicy secrets though, yikes. Nagatoro ain't fazed, drags senpai to the room for some pudding playtime. Boom! Spoon-feeding him that sweet, sweet pudding, but then her annoying sis crashes the party. Spoil sport much? Sis threatens to spill the beans on Nagatoro, totally harshing their mellow. Nagatoro's a fighter, though, so she throws down a challenge. Arcade games, winner gets dirt on the other. Loser buys the drinks. This fires senpai up, they're going head-to-head. Nagatoro's all talk and no bite, though. She loses in the end. Senpai wants the real prize, her name, but she plays it cool. They make a deal. Her name for a win eventually. Guess what? Sis rolls up again, dropping the truth bomb. Nagatoro's name and a whole bunch of baby pics, exposing her whole childhood. Senpai gets out of there fast, ditches his homework, and dips. Nagatoro sees him off, thanking him for gracing them with his presence. Loser smiles to himself, whispering her name like a secret. Smooth move, senpai. Back at the club, Nagatoro's ready to pester senpai again. She throws a Jackie Chan, trying to look tough. Senpai decides to draw her like that, but it takes forever. Girl gets tired, muscles cramp up, and bam! She falls flat on her face. Senpai, ever the hero, swoops in to save the day. What a simp!